Okay, we're here with another little episode of Bajas on a Budget with my loaner Baja, thanks to Mrfixit here at Mrfixit Studios. We went up recently and raced up at Thunder Valley, and I want to give you guys a couple of ideas that I had changed up and some things. We had about 4 or 5 hours to find a setup on Friday. So what we did was we got busy and we got to it. First off, I'm going to start with tires. A lot of the tires the guys running up there, it's a pretty dusty, loose condition track, but it is off-road, so you got to deal with the dirt. I ran the stock front tires up front. They gave me plenty of steering, and then in the rear, all the guys up there run the Badlands, which seem to hook up good for me up there as well. Don't have them on this car here because it is a loaner. Stalker with a 23. Okay, one of the things for the looser conditions was usually I run about 1 to 2 degrees toe out on the front end of my car, so I had so much steering that I needed to get rid of that because of the looseness of the rear end. So I went ahead and went back with 0 degree in the front end, and which is pretty much your stock settings on your steering links here. Another thing I did, no front sway bar. I wanted the car to lean. I wanted it to lay on the front wheels. I wanted to get that weight on those front wheels. They did have some off-camber turns, but it didn't make the car lean so much that it caused me any trouble. One of the things I did also was I went with some softer oils in the front end. So if you are having some trouble with the bumps and bumping out of them and losing traction, try a little bit of a thinner oil. It's going to suck up the potholes and keep your car planted. Went ahead and left my caster stock in the front, and I did not use any camber in the front. I went ahead and left them straight up and down, and I stayed with arms level in the front. Kept the car jumping nice and balanced. I went ahead and left my 26 the way I normally run it, because I like to keep the feel of the motor really consistent, which is the 6,000 RPM clutch, and with my mild modded 26 in there. Dusty conditions up there, bring extra filters, run your outer filter wears. One of the things the guys were experiencing was getting the vent holes in the caps clogged. So make sure you stay out of the puddles and check those holes in between races and your heats. It's pretty important. It happened to a couple guys out there. Also on the motor up there at Thunder Valley, 5T can is mandatory, which is a great pipe. Don't trip on it. It's all good. Straight on the spurs, I ran stock gears 57, 17. And I ran a looser brake on here. I didn't have quite as much braking as necessary on a high bite track because I wasn't braking late into the corners, but I wanted it to be smooth. So I used all the throw of my finger with just moving the brake cam just a little bit. For rear traction, I softened up the rear oil as well. Go ahead and if you feel it's a little stiff and bouncing around, match it with the front. Get the car to drive level, but try to go really light on the oils in there. 4 degree toe in. I needed as much forward bite as I could get. The back end was pretty much swinging around, so by going a little bit less on the steering, I was keeping the ass end of the car behind the front wheels, which is where I wanted it. Some of the guys are running a lot of rear camber in the tires, really getting them leaned in. I chose to run mine with about 1 degree. I tried coming in on it, but I was losing too much forward bite, so I brought them back more so I have more contact patch on the tire, which worked really well for me. 3,000 in the diff, which is pretty much standard. I run that. It worked well for me, so no reason to tear into the tranny and pull out the diff. Once again, I ditched the rear sway bar. Didn't want it. Wanted the car to lean over. Wanted it to lay on those tires, and it did. so that worked out real well for me there as well. Kept the ride height on the rear end arms level, so I didn't have to unbalance the car as far as jumping and everything. It was really matched with the front well, so that was pretty cool. Let's see, what else did we do there? That's pretty much it, man. It was just tuning it in. You know, a couple things you want to try. Stay with some soft foams in the tires on there. I like to use some old foams or some manufactured soft foams, and that's pretty much it. So Thunder Valley was a pretty good success. So it's a great track to run. John's a great guy that runs the track, and we had a good time up there. So anyways, it's Shreadhead signing out. We'll see you at the races.